standard Italian position. Here knight bd2 and rook e1 both are main lines. This is one of the setups. Here white played h3. If knight bd2, it is a mistake because of knight g4. If you go rook e1, then king h8 move is there. Idea is f5. And now the critical move is knight h6. And doubling the pawn is absolutely fine for black. I mean, he can do this. All these threats are there. So generally there is a rule, right? You should not play a3, h3 unnecessarily. But here h3 has a meaning. You cannot play bishop g5 because of h6 and g5. And here knight h7 is a critical move. And these are the ideas. Okay, so even black can play sometimes knight e7, knight g6, h5, h4 idea, queen f6. Black is more than fine this position. h3 is a part of preparation. After knight h5, generally the simple way to play this position is rook e8, bishop e6. I mean, you play moves like this, then you play h6, one move to prevent bishop g5 thing, and you play this. This is a very simple, straightforward way. But when you analyze a lot, you get bored. Just to play this very simple, straightforward h6, rook e8, bishop e6. So this knight h5 was a part of experiment, and Vincent already did this previously against Vologatin in 2023. So knight h5, bishop g5. This here white played knight bd2, Vologatin, and after this bishop e3 was played. If takes, and here black has a good move, that is a5. Why a5 move? Because if you don't play a5, white will play a5, b4, and this is slightly better for white, this position. And also keeping the pawn in the dark square so that your bishop is good for the endgame purpose. This a5 is a critical move, remember this, okay? And instead of this is like easy equality for black. But if you play this, engine will give this position as advantage for white, slight advantage for white. But I don't like this position to play as white. Because if you do this, I have queen f6, knight e3, queen g6. It's very easy to play as black. I mean, my moves are very straightforward, like this. I prefer this position to play as black. That's why Praggnanandhaa did not like this knight bd2. He must have checked the Vologatin game, and the Vologatin game, this was the thing happened. d5, and he exchanged, and improving your badly placed piece. This was just equal position, but black went on to win the game. And this knight h5 move, and it is somewhat like forcing also. Because if you play this move order, like rook e8 typical h6 bishop e6 order, white has many setup against it. Let's say something like knight bd2. If you play bishop e6, takes. Sometimes white players plays queen c2, b4, bishop b2. Sometimes they play knight f1 move order. It was suggested by Kraftsiv Martin. White has various move order. But if you are choosing knight h5 move order, white is forced to do this. He doesn't have all this option knight bd2 or any other thing, because now queen f6, knight f4 is coming. So black played knight h5 to establish white's, I mean, white must do in this move order. White doesn't have any other option. So knight h5 is very tricky. Many players, even Nigel Short did a Facebook post I watched. He criticized knight h5 move. It's a modern engine theory. When you delve deep into the position, you realize that it's a very smart decision by Vincent Keymer. He wants to reduce the memory part. I mean, later he made mistake. That is another thing. But it's a very interesting, smart decision by Black. White has very limited option. He must play d4 now. He lost this game, Vincent. That's why many people can criticize him. But if he would have succeeded, then it would have been a smart opening preparation by him. You have to remember less opening move order. You don't have to learn so much in depth. It's a very straightforward chess by Black. It's a very smart decision by Vincent. So this and g5, it was all part of preparation. Takes, king h7 is the only move, because if you do something like this, then there is a rook e3 idea. Rook e3, rook g3, and it's not that good. So king here. Now if you do the same thing, let's say you play this, now I have rook g8 and it is attacking the bishop. There is a difference. When king is on g7, you cannot attack the bishop. Let's say, I mean, if you play moves like bishop h4, now I can simply take. There is no point. I mean, there is no rook g3 is not valid. Let's say if you play rook f3, I have simply rook g6. If you take this pawn, rook h6, nothing much is happening. Okay. So white played queen f3, king g6 is attacking, bishop h4. I think this is not possible because of knight h5 probably, or knight into e4. Both moves should be good. So this bishop h4 is the only move, and everyone, they are following all top engine moves. ed4 is the best move, and Vincent Keymer took 10 seconds for this move. Obviously Praggnanandhaa must have checked everything with engine, because some of the moves he was playing very fast. This move he thought for 2 minutes 37 seconds, king h7. Again this move he thought for 12 seconds, very fast. Rook h8, only move. Here he thought for 5 minutes 20 seconds, Vincent. It makes sense. Sometimes you can think and make move. I mean, you don't have to play very fast. Sometimes it will confuse you. So taking time is a wise decision. Knight bd2, queen g8. Here Vincent thought for 41 minutes in this position. 41 minutes. Probably he forgot what he prepared. I was trying to think what Black might have thought during the game. I mean, 41 minutes is not that he's acting. You know, some players, they do some acting. They show as if they forgot opening preparation and they're trying to think and find everything over the board. Thinking for 41 minutes is not acting. Either he forgot, or he was confused about something, or something was really bothering him. It can be any of this factor. So, but this position, it is very clear, 100% sure that it was a part of his preparation. If all this analysis, it was in his laptop. Probably he forgot. I was trying to analyze this position. Let's say knight e5, trying to exchange one of the opponent's most powerful piece. Another point can be bishop e6, trying to exchange this guy. He must be thinking all these things over the board. Or he was trying to recall all his analysis in queen g8. Anything is possible. But if you play something like this, then there was all this e5 idea is there. I mean, if you take like this, then knight e4 trick. If you take rook into e4, rook h4 mate is there. So bishop e6 is not there. Let's say if you play knight e5, which is very normal, but then he will take. If you take this, then rook a d1 and e5 is coming. So queen g8 is the best move. Knight e5 is also correct. I checked this knight e5 analysis with engine. Obviously, this is a crazy position. And after bishop into d4, now rook a3, including all the pieces in attack. It's a very interesting. I suggest viewers to analyze this position. You will improve your understanding towards complications. It's a very beautiful. It's worth analyzing. So here he played queen g8. Spending 41 minutes is something, it shows that he knew for sure my position is fine, but some part of preparation he was not able to recall probably. That's why. And here e5. He played, and Praggnanandhaa thought for 5 minutes 28 seconds. The idea behind this is, if you take everything, then bishop d3 is coming, because he wants to include this guy into attack. Probably that is the reason. And here again Vincent took 8 minutes 18 seconds. You cannot take knight 25. Already told you the reason. This is the only move. Engine top choice. Queen h4, queen g6. He played this move fast, Vincent. But Praggnanandhaa is taking consistently some time. For 5 minutes he took here. Again he took for queen h4 5 minutes. Vincent played this move fast, 1 minute 38 seconds. Again this is engine's top choice. He thought for 2 minutes, bishop f6, rook g8. Made threat. You cannot play g3 because of all this dc3, queen g3 is there, because bishop a7 is spinning. I mean, all this idea is possible. So bishop d5 is to protect the g2 pawn. And now black wants to, I mean, white can threat probably to play like this. I mean, play one move g3 and then you take this bishop. This is one of the threat. So black played bishop f5. Here white played the most standard move, bishop f3. He thought for 5 minutes 53 seconds, bishop f3 move. And here black played a bad move, rook a e8, which was not good. He tried to play the most simple, include bringing all pieces to the center. This guy is not doing much, and transposing into any endgame is favorable for black, because black has a fantastic position. I mean, he has double bishop and a strong control over center. So g3, but the correct move was dc3. Let's say take. Now rook e8 was the best. He did not find this idea. So probably he could have just included this, then this. This would have been much better. He could have even take bishop knight into e5. That was also possible. I mean, in this position, play this, and this is all very difficult to find all these things over the board. To consider all these things is extremely difficult. He played this. Now g3. Now bishop into h5 is coming. That's why he played king h6. Now g4. There are some very interesting lines are there. Let's say like dc3, knight e4, because if you take this guy, then queen into g3 is falling and black will win. So knight into knight e4, idea is knight g5. Then again, this is extremely complicated and so beautiful. King h6, knight into h5, queen into h5 is a threat, and e6. I don't want to show you all this thing. This is very beautiful, but it is all engine analysis. You can do it all by yourself, but it's a very beautiful one. I mean, look at this position. It's so beautiful. Then you have to find only move bishop d4, this. and white is better, but I don't want to insult players that they did not find all these things. It's not about insulting. I don't want to criticize there because it's so difficult, because no, we can't find things like engine. G5, very precise chess, and he converted smoothly. This, and white is completely winning, and he went on to win the game without making any mistake. Here, black resigned. So if you have watched so far, if you like this content, please like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon.